Hello, I'm Juicebox, and I'm building a military infrastructure from scratch using Create mods. Last time we escaped our lovely starter island on a custom boat we made from absolute scratch, to finally arrive upon land and cross massive snowy peaks to get to a village suitable enough to build an airship. Today's goal is to equip our ship with Create and upgrade its mobility, and hopefully we can find a prime location for our military base. Let's get started! Huge shout out to Speev. Go and follow him over on his channel. He was an inspiration to do this. Well, I upgraded the ship off camera. It's finished now. We've got all the balloonage inside the balloonage, as well as a larger cabin in the back and a bigger cabin in the front. I'm gonna go back to get even more resources as I had expended some upgrading the ship, of course. So we'll be right back after that. Ooh, a car 98. Alrighty, we're back, and we've got our resources. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get as many as I'd like, but we did get plenty of coal, which is great for these engines. Now that we got the basics of what we need to start our adventure, we can finally depart. Alrighty, good morning. It is a beautiful day. We've got a new shader pack on. It is gorgeous. I think I found a pretty nice spot so far. We're going to scout a little more, but we've got this mountain range with a village in the middle of it. I want to go over this way. I also like this network of water nearby, so I can have a navy of some sort. Let's scout the area a little more and find out if we really want to stay here or not. Yay! I think I found the spot. This is sick. So we've got the area that I was looking at over here. We can have a base B. This is kind of where I want to have my personal home. It is the most protected civilization area. I might even develop it. Add more NPCs and villagers, make a little city here. I unfortunately don't have mine colonies. I took that out because there are some other mods that I wanted that didn't exactly like each other. So we're gonna establish our base right here. I think our absolute high security will be right here, because earlier I saw this was complete cliffside and very hard to access outside of air vehicles and of course Navy. I think our large Navy vessels can sit here, our air base can be over here, and our community can be in these mountains. And of course we can have several defenses laid out throughout the entire area. Here for reference is our entire journey. My next step is to make a base right here. And of course, gather more resources, get started with create, and upgrade the ship for funsies. Perhaps speed? I have no idea what to name this place. This is going to be my personal home. So, if you can do me a favor in the comments below, do name suggestions. For now, this is just going to be one home. For now. Guys, look! It's my house! I made it all by myself. So first we have the foyer. And then we have the big room. The stairs. And the secondary big room. And this is soon to be our landing pad for our airship. Now that's all that's left to do is to furnish it and make it look good. Now that we've established ourselves and got some create mechanics going, it is time yet again to gather more resources. This time it's in the goal of upgrading our gear and our ship, for I want create on my ship. For I would like to move on to Clockwork to make this ship a little more mobile. Time to go off camera for another 6 hours or so and just go on a mining spree. Okay, so 2 things. One, I want to get started with mechanism because there's tools and power generation and things that require power, and mechanism is the best way to do it. Along with that, I'm going to be doing some upgrades to the airship. Here's another schematic I drew up based off of what we have built so far. This is just my own little artistic variant of it, okay? Now here's the upgrades that we're going to be trying to do. We're going to be adding thrusters as well as a windmill generator on the back that's supposed to act like some sort of propeller, but it's actually going to be generating a lot of create machinery up in the balloon. Now the thrusters are going to require quite a bit of gunpowder and some diamonds to get upgraded. And also, unfortunately, there's a creative-only item that we will be using called Drive-by-Wire that I will just have to spawn in. I'm sorry. But between the 2 mods, we can get ourselves a really fun-looking airship. Alright, pause on the mechanism. We need brass, which means we need to go to the nether. Guys, check it out. I've made a little platform here, and it'll suck right up to the top here, and it looks flush with the ship. Then, if I push it down just enough, then it sits on the front of it like a chin, and it actually fits ergonomically as well. But let me show you the coolest thing about this. Now we're very high up. We go up here, roll this all the way down, and then, oh no, I walked off the edge. What's this? Some sort of platform with a rope that I can climb right back to the ship. See, look at that, isn't that cool? Oh, finally. Guys, I went a little crazy on this one. I went ahead and dyed the balloons, as well as the propeller. We have finally added our upgrades. We've got our thrusters on the back, as well as our propeller. A wonderful roomy cabin for any of our needs. And up here, we've got a soon-to-be workshop for Create.
Wow.
Time to test it. Alrighty, we're out and about. Let's put her in cruise control, and then we're gonna hit this lever. Get a speed boost. Although not very much of a speed boost. Travel time's going to be awesome now. Hi guys, post-recording Juicebox here. I was doing some off-camera things, as you can see, including new thrusters, but I've got something to demonstrate that I didn't realize when I was testing the ship earlier. If the ship is in use, like say I'm at the helm and I'm operating it and we're moving it around, yeah? And at the same time I flick this here lever, nothing. I added the thrusters for visuals, by the way. Obviously, super cool. Spoilers for next video. But nothing happens unless I push the forward key. Unless I step off of this without putting it in cruise control. As soon as I step off of this, we're gonna start launching. Oh. And I can't really control the direction at this speed, but we are more than enough fast. And by the way, these thrusters do not add anything significant to the speed whatsoever. They are just purely for visual. Also, there is no recipe for them. I would have to make a data pack and make a custom recipe to make these. But what I did instead is sacrificed 10 blaze rods, 50 gunpowder, and 10 diamonds per thruster. And I was gonna show that in the next video, but I don't think I'm going to. Alrighty guys, I think that's all for today. We've established ourselves a base, upgraded our ship, got the basics of Create started. We also got a nether portal, and also a mob grinder. I think we did a fantastic job of setting ourselves up for the next episode, where we tap into power generation with the mechanism mod. I'll see you guys later.